Hey guys, with you actually, hope you guys are doing great. After 2.5, almost 3 weeks I think, of using the Huawei Sound X, which was made in collaboration with the infamous brand Devialet, who made the Phantom, I'm here to share my final verdict on the speaker itself, because there's a lot of things that I really want to talk about. And if you really want to know more about the speaker, you can always head over to the link down in the description below to read the full review. But in this video, we're going to keep it short, and I really have a lot of things to say about the speaker. So let's get started, and you're watching The Adventures of Vesper. Let's begin. Now let's talk about the look of the speaker itself. And the moment you look at it, it has a very minimalistic design going on, and in fact, to me, it does feel like it carries Devialet's DNA into the design itself. Because Devialet speakers in general look very minimalistic, and it comes in the beautiful white finish, and sometimes you can actually find them in the black with a bronze accent. But in this case, you get an all black finish, but there are really small accents that kind of make the design a little more bespoke. So you have the red accent on the subwoofer unit, which is located on both sides. The top shell is a glossy finish, and at the bottom you have this mesh-like finish, which is quite nice. And on the top part itself, this is where your console is, basically your control is located. And around the control, you will see a light illuminating when you plug in. And there's this rainbow-like color where you can actually see when you change the volume, or it blinks red color when it's firing. And another interesting design choice is definitely including the NFC logo right up at the front, so that people would know where exactly to tap. And NFC is a godsend feature. I don't know if you guys are a fan of NFC of sorts, but I am a huge fan of NFC, and having that logo itself creates a seamless connectivity experience. So say for instance, if I'm using any phone that has an NFC, all I have to do is just tap on it and the phone will pair right away. And in Huawei's case, they have integrated Huawei Share into their NFC, so Huawei Share works just as fine as how NFC does. Now in terms of specification, we are not looking much around here. In fact, there's actually the Devialet subwoofer, which is located on both sides. So you have two subwoofers on the top, and you have a 6-array speaker at the bottom. And there's a MediaTek processor that powers the speaker. It has Wi-Fi and Bluetooth capabilities, which I'll talk about it in later part of the video. And other than that, it's pretty much a very simple and straightforward speaker. Setting up the speaker was really easy. All you have to do is just connect the DC port in at the bottom of the speaker, and they also have a little slit where you can run the cable through, so that the speaker sits on a table or a flat surface evenly. And that's basically it. Setting up everything is just done. And the next thing is obviously how exactly the technology behind the speaker works. And there's two main technology that you would love to learn about the speaker. One is SAM, and the other one is the push-push acoustic. So let's start with SAM. Now SAM is an interesting algorithm or a technology in the subwoofer unit, which was developed exclusively by Devialet. And this technology in particular, what it does is that the base unit of the speaker will respond in real time. So it actually kind of responds in the environment or in the setting the speaker is placed in. So one of the easiest tests we can know to see if SAM works is just by moving your hand around the base unit, or if you try to bring it close like immediately, and when it's playing your music, you can literally see the bass completely drop and the treble is pretty much higher. And as you move your hands further away, you will notice that the bass goes back to the normal frequency, and it pretty much gets overpowered as it sounds. And that's how we know SAM exactly works, and it's a fantastic technology. Now let's talk about how exactly the performance is with the Huawei Sound X, and honestly, it was quite the downer. Yeah. Because here's the thing, before we get into the whole sound quality itself, there are three things that I really need to talk about the speaker. For one, the speaker does not support any high-res codec, despite the fact that they do claim that it supports high-res, and it only supports SBC and AAC formats. And as we all know, SBC and AAC aren't really a great codec for high-res audio, so which means you cannot play your FLAC files or whatsoever. Or you don't even have the support for LDAC as well. Even it doesn't have support for Qualcomm aptX, so which is kind of a questionable title. Truth be told, I don't even know why they claim high-res audio. Number two, the software that comes baked right into the speaker is not even globally available. What I mean by that, whatever you think the Huawei AI system offers or the control that you really want to take for the speaker is not available globally, and the app is basically based in Chinese. And even when we switched our region from Malaysia to China on our app gallery on our Honor View 30, the phone downloaded the app, which was fine, but it could never get the speaker connected to the Wi-Fi to get it running. So you see there's a lot of downsides to the speaker where it does not connect the speaker wirelessly over to Wi-Fi connection, and number two, the codec support is limited, and number three, in order to use a hi-fi or an high-res audio quality listening experience, you must connect the speaker to a Wi-Fi and be able to download FLAC files over from Huawei's VIP server. And the thing is, Huawei's VIP server does not exist outside of Chinese market, and in fact our unit came with a 1 million downloadable FLAC file VIP card, which is completely useless. With all those shortcomings, the speaker sounds alright, but truth be told, all you're gonna do if that's the case is basically Feng Tao through, and if you know Feng Tao, then you know what kind of music that is. The bass unit is definitely overpowering to a point that if you're planning to listen to songs like Robertal Flack or Gautier's Now You're Just Somebody That I Used to Know, those kind of songs, trust me, the bass unit is just really overpowering that it just loses the core emotions or the core essence of the song itself, which was kind of disappointing. But if you're planning to listen to like all things EDM or all things bass hit centric songs, we played Lolo, and those songs played just fine. But the thing is, people who are going to spend the money on these kind of speaker would expect the support for high-res audio, but the thing is, it's extremely misleading with the speaker. Now we are at the conclusion of the video. Coming in at 1,299 ringgit, the Huawei Sound X price tag is a tough pill to swallow. I know it features Devialet's infamous technology under the hood, and trust me, even I was extremely shocked by it. And the feature was just amazing because SAM and push-push acoustic technology is something that you don't get to see in other speakers, and the Huawei Sound X features them. But when the hardware only plays just a part of the story, and it depends mostly on the IoT part to even control the EQ, or to be able to control the AI, or even be able to play high-res FLAC files natively from the speaker is almost as if it's a paperweight. And if you're planning to listen to high-res music, trust me, there are better speakers out there in the market. But if you're just gonna get a speaker that you really want to set up and you just don't want to look back at it, but you just want to get back home and pair it and just listen to your favorite beat, then probably this speaker might be a good fit. But there are other speakers for that as well. And in my opinion, I just can't seem to recommend the Huawei Sound X, at least for now. And maybe if Huawei decides to bring in their IoT software into the Malaysian market and maybe take that part seriously, then maybe I would recommend that. But as of right now, I really can't recommend the Huawei Sound X. Thank you so much for watching this review, and I know people might think I am biased or something, but honestly, I myself am an audiophile, and I love audio so much so to a point that I literally try out new headphones, new speakers, pretty much on a frequent basis. And this speaker was completely a letdown, and I was really disappointed on how great it was marketed on the box itself, saying that it's going to be one hell of a speaker because it was co-engineered with Devialet, and I was so excited for that. I know it's not going to replace Devialet's Phantom, but this speaker kind of creates an opportunity for people who are in a tight budget but they want to experience audiophile great quality music, and this speaker just doesn't seem to be a good fit. That's basically it, guys. Thank you so much for watching this review, and if you're from other parts of the world, I'm not too sure if the speaker is available in your country, but do check out with the local distributor. Other than that, if you want to buy the speaker in Malaysia, you can always head over down in the link in the description below to buy it. And like us on our Facebook, follow us on Twitter and Instagram for cool tech content like this one. And also, if you want to read the complete review on our further testing with the speaker itself, head over down in the link in the description below where we have attached our full review. That's basically it. We will catch you guys in the next video. Until then, this is Prithviraj signing off. Take care, and I'll see you guys real soon. Bye!